First.
What?
Please, they're taking me to jail.
For what?
For endangering the child. No, please.
Police surprised mother after baby was found in hotel alone for hours. Damn, for hours? She a bad parent. Make sure you hit the like button. Let's go.
Left him in a hotel room. And then you want to get upset with us. Like this is our problem that we created. No. We didn't create this problem.
On December 6th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a hotel after receiving reports that 2 children, ages 1 and 3, had been left unsupervised in a hotel room for several hours.
He just got called over here because they were
sad.
crying, so then he came and didn't want to leave them alone.
That's
So
sad.
he went and took. Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Hi.
So can you tell me what's going on?
Yeah, we got called because your kids were by themselves.
No, they weren't.
Who was here then?
My sister was just here.
Okay, they weren't here for the last 30 minutes when the worker came and checked. So that's why we're here. Baby was like grabbing at that he needs a diaper change, I think. I've at least been here for 12 minutes, and the person who called had been here for some time before calling. So
This is ridiculous, honestly. Okay, so you have to stay in the room now with me?
I'm waiting because you keep going out there, and I need to make sure these kids are good because you weren't here for like 30 minutes, or no one was here. An adult was not here for 30 minutes with them.
They were both sleeping. My sister just came out, and I went to the store.
For 30 minutes?
My sister was here.
Ma'am, I'm telling you, the person who called is someone who works here.
Okay, I understand that.
I should act
But
like-
you have to-
I should act like they don't got cameras. They got cameras, girl. Better stop. They gonna take your kids.
Because then they have to prove that I was gone.
What's your first name?
This officer is in there watching your kids. We'll go in there and talk to them. Go inside and watch your children, please.
Okay. This is bullshit. Bullshit. I swear.
Who was the
Wow.
what's your and a phone number?
I don't have her phone number. I literally have a laptop. You see, I don't even have a phone.
How do you speak to her? So that
Facebook.
okay, can I?
But I just gave you her name. I don't have a phone number. I don't even have a phone. This is all I have. I can show you that. So what do you want me to do?
Where does she? What's her address?
You don't have a phone and you leaving your kids? What? Bad parenting, man.
So I think this is a mistake. Like she just
Can we talk
left
to you out
out
here and
early
then
or something.
You want to switch places?
We'll swap out. We'll let
You
everybody
want to go
talk.
in there with the kids?
Are they okay?
Yeah, you come in.
It's crazy.
Your iPad is in the bathroom.
You don't have a phone? How would anyone contact you? What is?
Well, I just contact, like, are you saying, like, how do I communicate with my family and everyone?
Yeah, say I'm trying to contact you. How would I contact you?
Through Facebook Messenger.
Facebook. And then do you
This
live
is sad,
here
bro.
at this hotel?
Yeah.
This room? Okay. We were talking to Dalen. We just want to know the timeline of what happened. So what I understood is Dalen went to the gas station. Can you start from there? When Dalen left to the gas station, where were you?
I went outside at first, and then I let my sister in. I was up here for a little, and then I left for about 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay. And your sister?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're in the room. You physically saw her in the room with the kids before leaving?
Yes.
Okay. And where did you go?
Is this supposed to be, like, am I going to be arrested? Like, what's going on?
I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Right now, we walked into a room where kids are by themselves, so I'm just trying to figure out what's
for
going
like
on.
30 minutes, but I understand. And was one of them sleeping?
Neither one of those sleeping.
Okay, because she just checked on the one and she was sleeping, but
How would you know?
I think
You don't even have a phone. I ain't gonna lie. You don't even have a phone. How would you know anything? Simple. You're not there.
I've explained enough to them.
Bad parent, man.
So I've already had DCFS called on me before, and I know how this shit goes.
I'm the investigating officer. I'm the only one that's going to be typing up stuff that happened. So can you just tell me what happened?
I was gone for 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay. And you left. Was your sister in the room? Okay.
You can see on the cameras. She comes here frequently. She showers here.
Does she have her own room key to the door?
No, she would need mine. She has a key to get in through the doors, but my door is currently off. That's how you guys were able to get in.
You left, and then where'd you go?
I went back down through this way.
Okay. You stayed in the hotel?
No, I left
Okay.
for
Where'd
30 to 40 minutes.
Okay. Where'd you go?
I went to make an errand
Where would that be?
in Elgin.
Elgin's a
Do
pretty
I have
big
to be
place.
very specific?
I would like to know where you went. Yes.
I went to go handle some business.
Somewhere close to here. Where is that?
It's about 15 minutes at the most.
I don't believe
Did you
her.
drive there?
No, I had a ride.
You had a ride?
I don't believe her.
I think his name's
You happen to have a last name?
no. Yeah, it was requested for me.
Is that like an Uber service?
Right.
Or? Who requested that for you?
My sister.
Do you know where she is right now?
No, I don't. Probably at work.
Okay. What time does she usually go to work?
She has different shifts. They rotate, and it's peak season, so I don't know.
You left here to go run an errand. You got a ride from someone, and you don't want to tell me where that is?
It's a little personal, so I don't really feel the need to express it, but
so
I honestly just want to know what's going on.
Personal? You put that personal before your kids? What's more personal than your kids? You know what I'm saying? I'm getting upset. Hold on, I'm getting upset. Hold on, let me calm down.
Like, I can know if you guys are trying to cancel that before, so I could just let my mom know and call my grandma, so I just want to know what's like.
how long ago did Daylin leave the
She's so nonchalant.
hotel?
I'm not sure, because I was still here.
Okay, and then you left how long ago, you said?
Well, now it's probably way longer than 30 to 40 minutes, right? Because I've been here about, what?
How long were you gone?
25 minutes. I was gone for up to 40 minutes.
When did you meet up with Daylin? Because you guys walked in here together.
I called him as soon as I was on my way back.
I thought neither one of you had a phone.
Did you see me come in with the laptop?
You called him on a laptop?
He has an iPad. Neither one of us don't have a phone.
And
Bro,
where'd you
y'all
guys
doing
meet
bad
up
in
at?
life, bro.
Outside.
Like outside the hotel?
Fix your priorities,
So
girl.
we have to take the kids to the hospital.
So am I going with my kids?
Well, we are taking them to the hospital so that they can get medically evaluated, and then we're going to have to contact DCFS to see what they want to do from that point. I can't tell you what DCFS
So
is
you're
going
telling me
to
you're
say.
taking my kids away from me today?
They are going to
What
the
you
hospital to be
expect?
checked out because the information
left
that's been
them.
provided is that they've been left there for several hours since before 2 o'clock. So we have an obligation to make sure that the kids are safe, medically cared for. That time frame, really any time frame with kids that age.
Yeah, I
Such a bad parent, bro.
We're talking 3+ hours. That's a problem. So we have to make sure that they're okay. They have to be examined by a medical professional.
So
I don't feel that.
am I not given the right to go with my kids to the hospital?
Well, that's one thing we're going to be kind of talking about at this point. Just 1 second.
Say you call her on your laptop.
Yeah.
Let them do their thing, and you can have your laptop, and you can call, text, however you need.
You're gonna take our kids?
Yeah.
So again, let's not make this.
Whoa, that's the dad? That's the dad? Where was you at, buddy? Simple, where was you at?
Any more complicated than it needs to be. The kids are going to the hospital to get checked out by a medical professional because our investigations reveal that they've been left here alone since 1:30 p.m.
Damn.
Which is completely unacceptable. We have an obligation to make sure that the kids are in a good medical condition, and so we are going to make sure that they're examined at a hospital.
So do we get our kids back after the hospital?
We're going to have to call DCFS. DCFS is going to make that determination. We're going to have to call
I need to go with my
DCFS.
kids. And I'm supposed to, like, trust that you guys are going to...
You can trust us, believe me. We will do a good job of making sure that your
Nigga,
kids
you
are
already
safe.
left him.
Okay? And again,
So you can't even come with him.
That's what I'm saying.
One
I don't
thing-
even have a cell phone. How are you
one
guys going
thing-
to tell me what's going on or the updates with my daughter?
We'll be with you. But one thing I will tell you is although you're upset and frustrated, cooperation is going to be very important to make sure that this is a smooth process. If you want your kids back, then you need to cooperate.
I already went through this shit before.
I'm going to try to reiterate what the officer.
You already been through this shit before. Yo, comment down below. I know I ain't the only one upset. Comment down below. This is terrible, bro.
Are you serious?
And it's your fault,
They
lady.
literally came in here and like
It's your fault.
cleared them and said that they look healthy and they're gonna confirm that shit at the hospital.
And DCFS is going to make a determination on what we do. I'm not going to say that they're going to take the kids away from you. They may give the kids back to you tonight, but we have a process that we need to go through. And it's imperative that you guys don't
So dumb.
obstruct or make this any more difficult than it needs to be. These officers, come on, please cooperate.
Let's go.
We'll let you make a phone call.
So you're making this more
But
complicated than it needs to be.
corroborating is making you guys take my kids. No, don't say shit else because this is bullshit.
Go out in the hallway now. Okay, in the hallway.
No, it's okay. I'm going. I'm going. For what?
Put your arms
For
around
what?
Just put them on your back.
For what?
Mm.
For what? Me?
No, I had my f***ing sister.
She wasn't here. The video shows she wasn't here.
Okay,
You can't lie with the video.
I don't give a. You guys have to see everything. Okay.
Okay.
From
What?
beginning to see how many people enter these doors. Okay.
I did.
Wait,
I did.
so there's no sister at all? The sister never came? They lying about something. Hold on, man. Hold on. Something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up.
Okay.
There was no.
And what did
No
DCFS
one.
say? You guys called them yet?
We're calling them. We're dealing with you guys first.
What?
Please, they're taking me to jail.
For what?
For
It's probably
endangering
gonna be
the child.
endangering. I mean,
No,
that's-
please.
Bro, no, that's bullshit.
Please, no,
It's
please.
bullshit. It is bullshit.
What's bullshit is
No,
need to take her too.
no, you guys cannot do this
You
shit.
can't just
You
leave
came
your
into
kid
our
on-
hotel
You were
room.
called here. We didn't come here because we just decided to stroll in here.
Right.
We were called by the hotel because you made a bad decision to leave your kids home alone. That's
Facts.
what it boils down
No,
to.
that's not.
You can
Facts.
make excuses all
Okay,
you want, but the
okay.
reality is you committed a crime.
Facts.
And we have an
No, I did
obligation
not.
to make sure that your kids are
Accountability.
okay. If you think it's okay to leave your kids in a hotel room
1 and 3
by
years old.
themselves for 3 hours, if you think that that's
You guys
okay,
just-
that's a rational thing in your head, then you have some serious
The hell
problems
you was
because
doing?
we have probable cause to believe that these kids were left unattended in a hotel room at age 2 and 4, which is completely unacceptable under any circumstance.
1 and
Facts.
4. 1
One
and
is
3.
four.
1
Sorry.
and 3.
No
Sorry,
excuses.
1 and 3. Left them in a hotel room. And then you want to get upset with us. Like this is our problem
Right.
that we created. No. We didn't create this problem. We are now forced to deal with it because you guys made a bad decision. And I'm not
Facts.
trying to talk down to you or belittle you, but there is a point in time when we need to take some self-responsibility for our actions. And this is unacceptable. And when unacceptable things happen and criminal law is broken, we have an obligation as the police to do what we need to do.
This is disgusting, bro. I'm disgusted with this girl right now. And then the dude, please no. Who is you? Is you the daddy? Simple. Y'all some bad parents.
We care about your kids. We want to make sure your kids are
It's
safe.
sad, bro.
Leaving kids alone for a 3+ hour period is not acceptable. There are resources available to
But you
help
guys
you.
don't even have, like, this is crazy. I'm asking, what is the consecutive time that I have to be?
There is no set timeline. It's what's
So
reasonable.
if I leave for 10 minutes and I go outside, smoke a blunt, and I come back in, that's unacceptable.
It depends on the
Smoke
circumstances.
up
That's
blunt.
not the circumstances we're dealing with right now. The circumstances we're dealing with are that the kids were left
She's so
alone for
stupid.
3+ hours. So that's
You
our
guys
issue.
took my kids.
You want to leave your kids and smoke a blunt? You can't do that anymore. Simple. Once you have kids, certain stuff, you can't live no normal, regular life no more. You have responsibilities. Simple.
So now, how am I, like, this
What's
is
she not
So
understanding, bro?
someone's gonna stay with me the whole night and make sure they're gonna tell me
No.
every update with my daughter.
That's not the plan.
So what's the
We're going
plan?
to be with you so that if you have questions about what's
So
going
what's
on
the
with them,
plan?
we're going to share that.
What's the plan?
The plan is you're going to be going down to the police station with us to address this.
Daylan, I'm getting arrested too.
Yes, you both are.
Yeah.
Because they're saying that they have
Yeah.
evidence. The judge will see everything. I've already had this exact same thing go on before.
And we're not saying you're
Exact
guilty
same
of anything.
thing.
We're saying we
I know.
have probable
Yeah, I know you're
cause.
guilty until
Okay.
they said that we left. Yeah, so they took both the babies away from us and took them to the hospital right now. And now they're trying to charge me and Daylan with child endangerment. What is the process from here? I'm gonna be
Taken to the police station, booked and processed, and then we'll go from there.
Terrible parents, bro. Terrible.
And to think I wanted to join police academy. This is crazy, man.
Oh, nah. You don't need to be no police.
Better to join them because you can't beat them in this world.
Both individuals were charged with 2 counts of child endangerment.
To fix all of this, bro, stop having kids young until you're ready. Financially ready, mentally ready, physically ready, and ready in every way. Because these are your kids that you gotta grow and raise. I understand situations happen, and I understand that. But what he said, a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, okay, when you have your first kid, why would you have another one? Simple. Y'all in a hotel room, bro. And I'm not talking down on nobody, being broke, because I was in a hotel room. My mama had us in the hotel room, but my mama ain't never left us unsupervised until we was definitely old enough. We talking about 1 and 3 years old. What are you doing? You feel me? Be a parent, bro. Be a parent. Like, ain't no excuse for it. She talking about 30 to 40 minutes. She lying about that. 4 hours. How 30 to 40 minutes turn into 4 hours? What you been doing? Getting high? What you been doing? Selling yourself? I mean, I ain't thinking nothing but the worst, because she just giving that vibe. Like, what was you doing? You wasn't working. You wouldn't say I was at work, or it would be more understandable you was at work, and not saying it's right, but okay, at least she was trying to survive out here. But if you doing anything other, you know what I'm saying, any type of activities or anything other than that, we can't justify that. The dad, I don't know what's up with him. They both need help. Kids are innocent, bro. Kids don't deserve none of this. You know what I'm saying? They deserve parents that's gonna take care of them and do right by them. You feel me? Y'all not doing right. You showing that you don't even care. You showing that you nonchalant. She showing that she not taking accountability. She showing that she don't feel like she did anything wrong. And then she said she been through the same situation twice. Like, you feel me? Like, what's going on, bro? Maybe you don't deserve them, bro. You feel me? Until you grow up and get more mature, because you don't even have a cell phone, bro. You don't even have a cell phone, bro. And you got kids, bro. What? Like, get your priorities in check. You don't even have the proper living situations. You don't have no cell phone. You don't have no car. And I grew up, my mom didn't have no car. We stayed in a hotel. Like, I grew up poor. That's why it's kind of hitting home for me, because I can relate. You feel me? I can relate. And my mama ain't really, you feel me, intentionally did some fucked up shit. You feel me? And I'm gonna just leave it at that, bro. As far as leaving your kids for hours and they babies. 1 and 3 years old, that's a baby. 3 years old is a baby, bro. You feel me? That's still a toddler. Until you get about 5 years old, okay, now you in kindergarten. Now they you know what I'm saying? That's still not old enough in my eyes, but at least they can walk around and don't talk to strangers and you feel me, and comprehend shit. You talking about 1 and 3 years old. Come on, bro. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like the video for me. We out.